What's going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and welcome to my Arrow Season 5 premiere spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Real quick, before I get on to the recap, I want to tell you my personal story with Arrow, my love for it. Green Arrow is my favorite DC Comics hero. That's the bottom line, my favorite hero in the DC world. Now, Season 1, I saw it on Netflix, and then I jumped into Season 2 when it was on TV, and then from a week-to-week basis, and then Season 3, Season 4. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was great. Season 3 was okay. And Season 4 was just meh. I became a Flash fan after that. Arrow used to be a show that I wanted to watch every single Wednesday. And then after Season 2 and then Season 3, and it died. It died. Season 4... it became a show I just waited to watch like on my DVR many days later. I didn't care for it. There wasn't no love for Arrow, really. There were only a few good moments in Season 4. This is the last straw. This is where you know, is Arrow going to live on? Is Arrow going to just become one of those shows? Is it going to be a throwaway show? Felicity, annoying. The flashbacks, annoying. The writing, bad. The action getting worse and worse when it used to be amazing. Well, I'm glad to tell you that Arrow Season 5 premiere, I was in tears. And I'm not kidding, I'm not lying to lie. I literally was in tears after the episode and during the episode. I'm being honest from the heart because I am a huge Arrow fan. And I've been sad to say over the past 2 years, Season 3 and Season 4, like Arrow just, it used to be an amazing show and now it's just, I used to see a great show and now it turned into just ashes. But it's finally coming back. This episode changed the game for me. This episode was great. And I'll get to recap, I'll get into the pros and cons, but this episode, I loved it. This episode's way better than Season 4 already. Way better than Season 4. The tone, the action, the writing, the acting, the story arcs, the villain, the mega villain for the season. It's from a fan of Arrow to all the other fans that have felt like this show's going to die down, that this show's going to just die and get shot like a rabid dog. Let me tell you, this episode is going to pick it right up. This episode, don't watch Season 3, don't watch Season 4, just watch little parts from it. But the people who haven't watched Arrow and who have thought Arrow was boring and just they gave up on it, no. Watch the Season 5 premiere. It's fantastic. It's great. It brings back it's back to the basics, and that's what it needs. It's back to the basics. It feels like Season 1. Parts of it feel like Season 2, and that's what really matters. Felicity's not annoying all the time. She's actually Season 1, Season 2 Felicity. She's actually back to the Felicity we used to know. And the thing is, I was in tears of joy, and not of tears of sadness. Anyway, I'm sorry I wasted 2-3 minutes of your time, but I want to tell that as an Arrow fan, that my heart can finally beat more for Arrow, and that I am anticipating it every single Wednesday. Anyway, on to the recap. So we begin the Season 5 premiere of Arrow with Green Arrow fighting Anarchy. I'm super happy Anarchy is back and alive and looks pretty well. Looks pretty devilishly good. So hopefully he returns later on in the season. I always love to see Anarchy. And he ends up stopping the bomb. Green Arrow stops the bomb, and Wild Dog is there. Wild Dog is another vigilante that is a good guy. He's a good guy, but Arrow doesn't want him around him, so he ends up shooting him in the leg to keep him off his feet for a while. So there's a flashback where there is this Russian fight club going on, and Oliver is there. And he's not supposed to win, but he ended up winning and breaking this guy's neck. Now, Lance is drinking again. He was obviously an alcoholic early on in the series, and then he was, saved and became a better man. But now he's back into the bad habit of drinking. So Tobias Church is in town, and he's kind of our big bad for the next few episodes. He brutally kills this man with his fist and, I forgot what they call him, but the brass knuckles. And Black Canary, we reveal a Black Canary statue, which is a nice honor for her. Now, after that, Tobias men kidnap Oliver. After at the statue reveal, they end up kidnapping Oliver, and they take him to this room where he ends up killing this guard, and Speedy's there, and they go back to the Arrow Cave where they come up with a plan. Now, a flashback where Anatoly ends up saving Oliver from getting killed from a Russian mobster. Thea doesn't like that Oliver is killing. She doesn't like that whatsoever, and Oliver makes a fair point, which I love about this. This is one of the things I love about Season 5 so much already, is if I would have been more brutal, if I would have done this, if I would have done it what I'm doing, if I would take down the enemies, Laura would still be alive. If I would have killed Damien Dark when I had multiple chances, she would have still been alive. People would have still been alive. All these people would have been alive if I would have just taken care of things and killed the man. So after that, Laurel's last wish was for her not to be the last Black Canary, and that's when the tears started rolling down. Not only were we seeing the beautiful Katie Cassidy, but the fact is that she wants another canary. She doesn't want to be the last canary. She wants the name to live on. She wants other people to pick up the mantle and help the Green Arrow and save the city and have so the future can have a city, or no, that the city can have a future. Excuse me for that. But I love that so much. Lance is helping attack Tobias, which is amazing because Lance is on the almost like Felicity's side, but has a bunch of cops end up helping Oliver Queen or the Green Arrow. I always say Arrow, but Green Arrow, excuse me for that. So it's an epic fight. We'll get to that on the pros, and then Tobias ends up getting away, and a new archer, I believe his name is the Dark Archer. I may be wrong about that, or he's called Prometheus, or he's called something, not the Dark Archer. So anyway, he's a new archer in town. He kills this cop, and Curtis wants to be a hero, so he's going to go into training next week. Felicity has a new boyfriend, Boo, and Diggle ends up agreeing that Oliver should have a team, that he should build a new team. Now on to the pros and cons. Okay, starting off the pros, the first thing that amazed me about this whole premiere was the action. The choreography has just gotten way better. Now, some of the Fight Club stuff, I didn't see the punches connect. I obviously saw that with my own two eyes. But other than that, I mean, the action and the choreography and the stunts. That beginning stunt when Thea's like, I don't know, he's running late, but then they go to Green Arrow, and he literally falls a few stories on this ramp or wherever they're on in the wood, and they fall a few stories when he's fighting Anarchy. That stunt was epic, and I can't even just when he got on the helicopter and the parachute and that whole stunt there and the explosion and the warehouse blowing up, I literally clapped and I was like, this is it. I literally felt it in my heart. I was like, oh my God, where was this? Where was this? Who's making the show now? I mean, Guggenheim's still on the show, and I'm like, oh my, I don't think, maybe Guggenheim, someone else wrote this episode or something, because this was fantastic. The action, the cops were not getting shot, they were actually working. At the statue, when Oliver was revealing the Black Canary statue, the action there was awesome as well, when he took down a few guys, and then he had to stop because the cameras were on him and everything. And it was brutal, because the thing is, Oliver Queen is now killing, and I'm not going to be one of those where I'm like, oh, he's killing, he's not the Green Arrow, oh my God. No. That's what makes this episode better. That's what makes this episode better, is that he's killing now. He's not taking no more BS. He broke the guy's neck. You know my identity. I'll break your neck. That's the thing that I want. That's what I love about this show even more, is that he's finally killing. And you know what? I don't like that Thea's like, you shouldn't kill, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to have to leave. Then go. Leave. Because I know later in the season he's probably going to stop killing, and I'm going to be very disappointed about it. And this ain't Batman. We're not talking about Batman. Oh, Batman killing. Oh my God, he's not Batman. Like, no. This is a TV show. It doesn't have to be a total 100% faithful adaptation. He can kill if he wants to kill, because it's more brutal. It's there. He's a vigilante. He's taking down the bad guys. Maybe he didn't kill everyone. Maybe some of them will go to hospital, but for the most part, he's taking care of the job. He needs to take down people like Tobias Church. He needs to take people down like Damien Dark, Ra's al Ghul. He needs to take down the bad people that regular, the civilians can't take down. He is the only one that can do it, and let him kill. The action, the choreography, and the effects, and the CGI and the practical effects were great. And what even makes it more better is that Oliver's not depressing this episode. He's not like, I should have done it. I should have killed him. No. He's not depressed. Stephen Amell, I finally like this Oliver Queen. It's been many episodes since I've really enjoyed Oliver Queen. He's not depressed. He's not down. And Green Arrow, I want Green Arrow to become the Green Arrow where he's actually funny and comedic and everything. I want him to do that one day. But for the show right now, you might as well keep him the way he is, because he's just more... I like this Oliver Queen running for mayor. Oh, he is mayor already. He's a stand-up guy. And hopefully he'll be good with those trainees next week. Another thing that I noticed is that I actually enjoyed the flashbacks. The flashbacks have a good pacing. They're not as mediocre. They're actually well acted out. I really enjoyed the ending with the tease of the new villain. I'm assuming Tobias Church is going to be the villain for the next few episodes, and then this villain, I think his name's Prometheus or something like that. He's going to be the overall Season 5 villain. I actually think he's Tommy. I have a theory that he's Tommy. But I like the tease that he killed the cop and everything, and even more brutal. And the way that he jumped down, the way that they did the stunts, again, was very great and beautiful. And anybody who watches The Walking Dead would know that Tyrese was in this episode. Chad L. Coleman, he played Tobias Church. I liked him, man. I really did. I felt the character, again, I felt more brutal. And it went to my Arrow Season 1, Arrow Season 2 days, where he's not a throwaway villain. He's not like a, oh, look at me, I'm Count Vertigo. Like, no, he actually was there, and you felt that your life's in danger. You actually felt that this guy will take people down, and that he's a psychopath. It's not like he was like, oh, I'm just on the show just to make money. I'm gonna play a villain. No, he's actually putting the work in, and you feel it. I really love the Lance story arc this week. You know, Oliver finds him very, in his alcoholic state, very depressed. And once he finally goes and he sees the Black Canary statue, you could see in his eyes, like he finally, of course he knew what his daughter meant to the city, but he finally even realized it more. And after that, he's going to help the Green Arrow, and he's helped the Arrow before. He's helped him, but now he's going to be with Felicity even more now, and he's going to be more involved. He had those cops help the Green Arrow out, so he's just gonna. That means he's just going to be way, way, way more involved than he ever was before. And he knew that his daughter, that he knew that Laurel would have wanted that. So the actor who plays Paul Blackthorne, fantastic actor. I love his beard has got more darker and everything. So there were some cool shots with him in this episode. Even though I cried tears of joy, I cried tears of sadness when we saw Laurel and she was talking about I need, have another Black Canary. I don't want to be the last Black Canary. I want it to live on. And that's a moment where I started crying tears of sadness as well when Oliver was saying, hey, are you going to go to the statue tomorrow? Are you going to go to the memorial tomorrow and the big celebration of Laurel Lance? And he was like, yeah, it's probably good if I don't show up. Embarrass myself or embarrass the name. And the way when he was looking down and just, again, the angle, I told you, the shots that they did, I really just started to kind of tear up, and I'm like, it's sad because he lost Sarah. Sarah's out saving the world and in different timelines. We don't know what timeline she's in right now. I mean, like she may be in the 1920s while this conversation's going on. And I think I've already mentioned this 3 over the past few minutes, but last 3 pros: the cinematography, the choreography, and how intense the show has gotten. Again, the only 2 things that I didn't like about this episode was Felicity having a boyfriend, because I was like, hey, Felicity's actually not annoying and she's not crying. Wow, she's actually in a good mood. Oh, she has she has a love life. I don't want to see a love life. I don't want nobody to have a love life in Arrow at all. It's better if there's no love involved whatsoever. The only love that should have been in this show is Black Canary and Green Arrow. That's the only 2 things that should have ever had love. And the other thing is Riley Reid. Oh, excuse me, not Riley Reid. Go look at Riley Reid. Kids, Google Riley Reid. Thea. Let me tell you, Thea, with her, you shouldn't be killing. Shut up. I'm the big brother. And everyone knows my name. Nobody says, hey, where's Speedy at? No, they say, we need the Green Arrow. So shut up and go back to your dank apartment. That's what I would have said, because Thea could leave the show. No, we need Oliver Queen. We need Diggle. And I can't believe I'm saying this. We need Felicity. I know. Disgusting stuff just went in my throat right now when I said Felicity. But yeah, we need Felicity. We don't need Thea. Thea could go and leave. Crow a tone. Crow a tone. Anyway, yeah, those were the 2 problems I had with this episode. Overall, if you couldn't tell during the whole episode, I actually am smiling in this review because I actually love this episode a lot. And, man, come on, give it to me. I'm going to give Arrow Season 5, Episode 1, a solid A. It was a great premiere, a fantastic premiere, an amazing premiere. And if Arrow keeps this up, it's going to be a great season. If it doesn't keep it up, because I've seen great premieres, and then the next week it sucks. It happens. Trust me, I'm a TV fanatic, I know. The Flash was a good premiere this week. Arrow was better. Gotham episode this week. It was good. Arrow was better. Next week is Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl. If you guys enjoyed this review, I will be reviewing those as well as I review. Over the next 3 months, I'm reviewing over 43 shows. So if you enjoyed my review, make sure to check out the channel, guys. And if you want to support it, subscribe. Supernatural as well. Other CW shows I review: Supernatural, Frequency, No Tomorrow, bunch more. Stay tuned to the channel. I love you all. Comment down below to me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I don't think no one will disagree when I say that this was a great premiere. From a true Arrow fan to all the others out there, I love y'all. Like, comment, share. Let's make this Green Arrow community happen. I'm ready. Let's make it happen. Let's talk Arrow every single week. Let's talk Flash every single week. Let's talk Supergirl every single week. Let's talk Legends of Tomorrow every single week. Let's talk Gotham every week. Let's talk Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. every week. Thank you so much. Join or be deleted. Till next time. Bye-bye.